Stitches and Sundries Fiber podcast. It is episode 18. Woohoo! We're almost to the 1 year mark, which is very exciting.
We're legal now.
We're like for real. We have 45 subscribers.
I know. When we get to 50, we should do something.
We should do something.
We should do just something little.
Just something little. Okay, we'll come up with something.
Yeah.
We'll post it below if we come up with something.
Yeah.
Or we'll talk about it on our next episode. Something.
Yeah. If it happens, then we'll decide what we're doing about it.
Okay. Is that how that works? I don't know.
Yeah, sure.
Yeah, we'll do something, guys. So, like, share, subscribe, whatever.
All that stuff. And maybe we'll do a giveaway.
Yeah.
That'd be fun.
That'd be fun.
Yeah.
Yarn. Oh my gosh. I could have fun getting some yarn for a giveaway. Okay, anyway. So, I'm Devyn. I can be found on Instagram as Devyn_knows_loose_ends. Oh my gosh.
There we go. I'm Lauren, and I'm Lauren Upstitching on Instagram.
Help me.
We're done. We're done the intro. We did it.
Whew.
That causes us so much anxiety. You don't even know.
And it's like we've been talking for an hour and a half, 2 hours now, but the intro is just like, let's be awkward and formal.
Yeah, we should just stop. So I have stuff.
I've got stuff. I've got four things.
4 things. Nothing's been going on in our lives really except wedding planning.
Wedding planning for days.
Yep.
I'm having a crafty wedding, which most people do, but I'm doing a whole lot of knit and crochet.
Yes.
And some cross stitch.
Yes.
And I don't know. I'm figuring out each day.
Which reminds me, hopefully, I don't know if it'll come by next podcast, but I ordered some stuff to do a project for your wedding.
Is it a secret project?
No,
okay.
But it's. I want to surprise you with what the yarn looks like. I don't want to show it to you on the computer screen because when it comes in, obviously
computer
looks
colors
different.
are very misleading.
Yeah, and like it's custom, so it'll be different than exactly what you see on the screen. So I want to I want to show it off. Anyway,
custom sounds fancy.
Isn't it fancy?
Everything's fancy. Well, what do you want to do? How do you want to start this?
A whip, and I'm gonna say 2 whips. I'm gonna say 2.
I have finishes.
Let's do finishes first.
I mean, I have whips in here too. Okay, I'll take those out because those are whips.
Sure.
Anyway, so guys, I have been working on wedding stuff, and I decided that I want to DIY the dumbest things ever.
No,
like who DIYs
ever.
this? They're so cute. They're so freaking cute.
Yes, exactly.
So you know how like a flower girl normally throws out little petals? I had to be different.
Yes.
So my flower girl is gonna throw out adorable crocheted roses.
I love it. I love it.
And I just have, try to hold this up like this,
oh yeah,
a whole basket of very colorful. The blues are really popping in this.
Yeah, that turquoise. Well, this is from your neon shawl, and it is like wham.
Wham. Yeah, it's a little less. Oh, I lost one.
I like this one. This one. Oh.
Yeah, he's pretty. Where'd that one go?
I got it. So see, look how cute these are. These are. You just did these from a free pattern, right?
Yeah. There's just like
hide my face so it focuses in.
I'll put the basket in front of my face.
There we go. Super cute, and I mean, seems relatively quick. I've done a bunch of these in the past. These go pretty quick.
And there's no so this is not the flower girl basket. This is just a basket Lauren had. I don't have a color scheme yet, and if any of these look like too wild, I suspect that this guy might be too wild.
Nah.
I don't know. I may or may not include it in the flower girl.
One.
Oh, that. And I remember, so this is all made from scrap yarns that I just have lying around. And I remember all of the projects that I made with these.
That's cute though.
It is
like
cute.
Really
and someone told me like, oh, that's kind of sentimental. Don't do that because you might not get them back. People might take them. If they take them, I don't need 9 million little flowers. It's cute, and I do like that I remember them. I might keep like one of these because this is one of my favorite yarns. This is the one you can't get anymore.
If you get them back, put them in a jar. They'll be a really cute memento of your wedding. If
I
you
wanna
don't
do-
get them back, then everybody that came to your wedding comes home with a little bit of your projects. Like,
Yeah.
that's actually, like, either way, pretty wonderful.
Pretty cute. I want to do a flower garland, but not this way. I want to do it this way.
Oh, yeah.
Like string them. I was trying to figure out how to do that for the wedding, and I might still if I feel like crocheting 9 million of these. This is a week's worth of crochet flowers.
That's
so,
not bad. In a year, you'll have so many.
In a year, just anytime I have scraps, I can just like whip out a couple flowers.
Exactly.
So anyway, that's my big finish is 9 million.
And it's just gonna keep growing and growing.
It's just gonna keep growing, and it's all, like I said, just scraps of yarn that I've had from other projects, and it's really fun to just do this.
Yeah.
I took them downstairs.
The flower girl's gonna love that.
I think it's gonna be fun. I took them downstairs and practiced throwing them on my floor, and they do, like, quite a few of them will land face up, so they don't all just land like plop face down. So it's gonna be cute.
It's gonna be very cute.
Be very
People
cute.
will get the gist of it, even if it's not.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And it's very me. That's the thing. I am such cutesy little crochet flower girl thing.
Absolutely. It's perfect.
Maybe I need crochet flowers in my hair. But nicer ones than that, because those are cute, but they're not like super nice. I've seen there's some really awesome patterns on the Ravelry for the thread flowers, but it can get really like
they're like intricate
nice.
and there's some
that
stuff out there.
Never mind that. We don't need to talk about them.
I've seen people who crochet their bouquet. And that's so cute too.
I can't do that because I do have someone in the family who's a florist.
Yeah.
So I'm actually getting flowers from that deal. Nice. Yay.
Yeah. Hey. Think what you can get.
Mm-hmm. So then I have a whip that's wedding related. Should I move on to that or should I let you go?
How many whips you got?
3.
Then you better go first.
Okay. So, you guys, along that wedding line, this is my wedding shawl. These are stitch markers dangling up here. That is not anything to do with like shawl jewelry. But I have beads for this.
This is so gorgeous.
So this,
I cannot even.
I know, it's looking so good. It is just really looking great. So,
I'm loving the slow fade in of this teal.
Oh, this yarn. So let me tell you about this pattern. This is the Wild Swan. It is by Nim Teasdale. And she did it as a co-op with someone else whose name I can't remember right now, and it's not in my book because I'm a big dumbhead. But I have the pattern right here. So this yarn, I have the pattern somewhere. This yarn is by the Blue Brick, and her yarn is absolutely gorgeous. It is hand-painted gradient skeins. Very, very beautiful. The colorway is called Storm Chaser.
Oh yeah, that's exactly right. That's the exact right name for this.
She's killing me right now. She's got some beautiful spring colors, and you know I'm a spring color girl. And she just has these beautiful spring colors that are going on right now in her shop, and I am just like, girl, I can't buy all your yarn or I'll be so broke. But I love it. Annalise Mygard is the other author, designer in this pattern. So I've shown you guys the pattern before. This is a free pattern, so you can get these charts on Ravelry. I am halfway through one of the first big charts. There are 3 big charts, but I have this, which is very encouraging. So they give you this little row counter. And I'm done this whole page. I am here on this page. It doesn't seem like I have much to go, but it's gonna be massive and take forever.
Each row is gigantic.
Gigantic, yeah. It's getting gigantic from here. I'm at 230 stitches. So I'm doing, on a weeknight, I might get 4 rows done.
They're also intricate rows.
They're intricate. And I'm counting every row. I count my stitches, and I have been off quite a bit and had to go find my mistakes. I'm really good at the lace segments because I do have them all stitch markered in. So where I usually make my mistake is like right at this beginning. The number of times I've forgotten to do this yarn over at the very beginning. But it's fine. I'm really good at just making that up. Like on the next row, you can kind of just make it happen. It makes it a little tighter, so you don't want to do that too much. But if you're really loose in your edge stitch, when you do have to make it up, it doesn't pull too tight. You know, it ends up working out.
That's nice.
But that is where I'm making most of my mistakes, is just that edge stitch yarn over. There's a couple, whenever there's double yarn overs, and whenever there's a double yo, you have to purl it and then knit the same stitch. And so sometimes I've dropped that double yo, and that is a butt to fix. That is painful and awful, and I do not like it. So I try to be more careful on those.
Yeah, definitely.
But once I finish this chart, which I only have like 12 total rows to go to finish it or something. So once I finish that, I will get to the sections that's beaded, and I'm really excited because I will be beading. And I bought beads.
Oh, she brought her beads.
So I don't know how to show these, but we're gonna try. Oh, that worked out.
Works pretty good. Here, I'll put my face out of this thing to try and get it to focus. Yeah, very pretty.
So these are called Black Diamond Matte Beads. I bought them on Etsy. I could not find them. A lot of times these are on Amazon, and I could not find this color on Amazon. I will link the shop below because I do not remember the name of the shop because I'm a bad person. But I love these beads.
They're very pretty. And I love how they're like...
They're multicolored.
They're multicolored, and like each individual bead even has some variation to it. Like they're modeled a little bit. They're very pretty.
Yeah. And I think they're going to look really nice with this blue. They are, they're a little gray, but they have because they're matte, they have just a bit of shine, which is going to work out perfect because this yarn has sparkle in it.
There we go.
So I think those two together are just going to be amazing.
They're going to look great.
And a lot of the beading, I think, is going to end up being in some of this darker stuff. Yes. And that is going to look so good.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah.
So that's nice. I love working on this. It's not as hard as I thought. I was really intimidated by a full lace project. Now, I'm not to the beading yet. That probably is hard and going to slow me down a whole lot.
Right.
But, I mean, this is full lace and this is intricate. There's a lot going on here. But it is definitely not as hard as I thought. I have had to change needle cables twice now because all my big cables are in use. I need to finish some shawls in order to get all my long ones. This is the longest one I have right now, and the shawl is almost like I can't stretch it out any further because it's bunching.
Yep.
You know, so I need my bigger needles. So I've got to finish. I've got some whips I've got to finish. I'm close on 2 of them. So hopefully.
Very nice.
Anyway, this has been one of my favorite projects to work on. And can't wait to wear it with my wedding dress. It's going to look so banging with my dress.
I am excited.
My dress is ivory, so it's not white. I didn't know there was a difference. I'm wedding dumb. Like, I just don't know what I'm doing. But my dress is ivory, so it's a little, like, I guess different.
Cream to it, yeah.
But it is, I've held this yarn up next to it. It's just going to pop.
Very nice. Very nice.
It's going to be awesome. So what do you got?
Well, I'll do this one first because it's on my lap. So, we talked about this last time. I finished up one project bag, and I decided to start an actual full-size project bag. And my plan was to do it with your Love is Love Actually chart.
And it didn't work.
It didn't work out. Because the way this bag is structured, so you're working off your zipper, and then you work down from the top. And I'm doing this with, I couldn't remember the word for the last 2 freaking episodes. It's Intarsia crochet.
Oh, it is Intarsia. Okay.
It is Intarsia. And for Intarsia, you work from the bottom up so that your stitches look right and the colors show where you want them to show and don't show where you don't want them to show. And So for this, I'm working from top down. And so your hearts were just, they either need to be upside down, not what I wanted, or they looked really dumb. They looked all broken up and the pieces.
Do you have to have special hooks for this?
No. It's just the way it's single crochets, but it's the way you're moving your
I thought intarsia was the stitches that stayed on the hook.
No, that is Tunisian.
Oh, got my words mixed up.
It's similar to, is it Fair Isle where you drag it back? It's similar to that. So I can show here. So I picked
different floats?
I have floats.
Floats.
I have picked a different chart that can be done, that is symmetrical, so it can be done top to bottom or bottom to top. Didn't matter. And it's called Rosa, and I'll put a picture of the finished item here because I didn't print the chart out. It's free on Ravelry. It is by Morella Lily on Ravelry. We'll link it below. And it's just a cute little intarsia chart. It's just a chart. I think it's in both Spanish and English.
Ooh.
But the instructions are basically chain, follow chart. The instructions are very easy.
Charted things are nice.
So I got this one started. And so this is my little start.
Look at that. That is looking good. Hold that up closer. Get up there.
Closer.
Get up there, girl. Oh my god, it's looking cute.
It's coming along. So I did my, and I actually brought it this time. I made my sister go get it. Boop, boop, boop. Where did it end up? Hang on. It's just a little too far out of reach.
Stretch. Oh, you can't stretch over there.
I can't stretch quite that far. I have little tiny T-Rex arms. So this is a piercing crochet. This one is an edged crochet hook. And let me show you how flip, flap, and sharp this sucker is.
Oh, let me see.
So
it's got a top guy.
Oh yeah, it comes with a cap because this sucker.
Oh my god, it's like a dagger.
Yeah, it is.
Can you guys see that?
It's a little harpoon.
It is so sharp looking.
It was almost too sharp for the. So I did not have. I knew I had black.
I had to touch it.
Yeah,
it is stabby.
It is stabby.
Don't get your fingers with that. Do you ever go through the zipper and get a finger?
No, because I hold like to the side and then stab between my fingers because it's too.
I do that with cross stitch all the time. The number of times I've stabbed my finger, or new level for me is I stabbed my lip the other day. I won't explain that. I just did it.
Okay. So I knew I had black crochet thread, and then when I got it out, it was size 3, which is bulky.
Oh.
And this hook is for size 10 or less.
Mm-hmm.
And so it was almost too sharp. Like it kept shredding my
through
thread.
The thread. Yeah.
Because the thread was too thick. But I made it happen. So then after I did that, I started with my black, and then I ripped out the hearts for 3 hours. I did it, ripped it out, ripped it out. Yeah.
Chart.
I was just like, it's not coming out right. And then I realized it's because I'm working top down, and so every row, instead of like building a nice block of color, was like separating the colored strands because I was working from the top down. So I was covering up each layer of color instead of building up each layer of color.
It's really cool.
Yeah. So it's coming along. So here is my back. I've got my floats going back to the back. And there's this this kind of long section here. I run my thread really loosely, and then I catch it on the next row to just every 3 or 4 stitches I catch it in.
Oh, you catch it on the next row. Okay.
Yeah,
I was going to ask you about that because in knitting you have to catch it on the row you do it.
No, you can't. I catch it on the next row. That way, because if I catch it on the row I do it, it would kind of show up on the front a little bit.
Oh, okay.
So the next row I can just kind of hide it in there. Easy peasy on the back. And it's coming along. So this is the leaves. There's like, put this here. There's like another leaf here, and then there's a big rose in the middle. And then I'll continue up. The chart is exactly the size I need to do a perfect bag, so I didn't have to mess with it too much.
That's nice.
And then I'll do the bottom of the bag and then go back up. And because this is a reversible pattern, I'll just do the same pattern.
So you can do double-sided bag.
Yeah, do double-sided bag.
That's going to be nice.
It'll be pretty. And I was like a little sad with this color combo at first because I wanted this blue to be much more vibrant, but actually next to the black it pops really nice.
It does pop.
So, and I'm just doing this. I had a skein of Karen Super Soft, so that's what I'm putting it in because that's what I had, and it was a project bag, and it doesn't need to be anything fancy. So I like it. I'm pleased. Coming along.
Me next. I've got, oh God, oh dear, tragedies. Bum, bum, bum. This is a cute little Christmas themed bag. I love this bag. It is so bright. It looks so good on our camera and all our lights.
I know, that pink pops.
All right.
Our camera also loves that blue color because it was in your flowers as well.
Yeah, it really pops it. So this is where one of my long cables are.
This thing is so pretty.
Okay, you guys. This is a test knit that I'm doing for Morning Dew Studio. You guys, I'm a dumb. I am such a dumb. Oh my gosh. So the last time I said, oh, I messed it up and I've got to like undo and you know, whatever. I reached out to her. This is why you reach out to the person that you're doing the test for. I swear, I read the pattern ahead of time. I read it. I understood it. I got confused and I thought I needed to get to a very specific stitch count. But the whole point of her pattern is to teach you how to do some like calculations on your own so you can like choose your own adventure. So you don't have to get to a stitch count. You need to get to a certain weight in your yarn. So I'm weighing my ball as I go. And
you're remembering to do the point of the pattern now.
I had weighed it even last time. It's just I went a little too far. I tried to make it to the stitch count that she had in the pattern as a sample that wasn't real. Like it's not I didn't have to make it to that stitch count. It was just the sample. But I was just dumb. So anyway, I'm right now just starting some lace. You can just kind of see 2 rows of it. So what I'm doing here and what her pattern is teaching you is right before the lace, you do some maths, which is all in her pattern. So when it's released, you guys can check that out. And she's teaching you how I got to 40 grams on my skein. Now I need to figure out with my stitch count how many repeats of the lace I can put in here. And then whatever your extra stitches are, so like mine didn't divide perfectly even, you just plain knit here and it ends up looking fine. Magic. That's why my stitch count doesn't matter. And I was missing that entire concept when I was first looking at this and kind of thinking, man, I've got to rip it back and I'm going to have to redo and undo. And then I reached out to her and I'm like, so this is where I'm at and this is what's going on and this is what I'm thinking. What am I doing wrong? She's like, your stitch count doesn't matter. And I'm like, yeah, that's the point of this test.
I love this yarn. I love this like speckledy, rocky.
It is so pretty.
Mossy. It just reminds me of like
Pandiest Jules. I mean, she's got your dye lots. I mean, you need to check her stuff out.
I know. I need to do stuff that deserves good yarn though. That's what I feel. I feel like I do simple stuff.
This is simple. Once I get past once this pattern is published, I mean, this is knit, but there are equivalents of this. Well,
I don't wear shawls though.
Yeah, you could. I didn't wear shawls when I started knitting.
Not for me. But this is
I love them.
Beautiful.
I mean, I'm just like looking at this in the camera and it looks
my gosh, it's
it
gorgeous.
kind of looks like a stingray right now. That's pretty cool.
It very much looks like it reminds me of like a boardwalk, like gray boards and little bits of stone and moss and stuff. I love it.
I love it. So anyway, this is I've done 2 repeats of the lace. I'm supposed to now work until I get to about 9 grams of yarn and then you end it. So I think I'm using about 3 grams for each repeat. So I don't know. I got a ways to go.
coming along.
It's coming along, and it's fun. And I can't like this shawl is so squishable. I can't stop, and I just crumple it up. Look at me. I just can't stop petting it. It's so nice. This one's really pretty.
It's very pretty. And the pattern is very cool that it's teaching you all that.
Oh, she's got this whole master plan. She's amazing for a designer. Like, she's just got this master plan to just create, like, different choose your own adventure sort of. So, like, eventually she'll have, you can start out, like, if you want to do this triangle shape shawl, which is what this one is, you can choose your own lace pattern to do here. She's going to have different lace patterns.
Oh, that's cool.
And so, like, maybe you don't like old Shawl, and maybe you want to do something that's more like there's the meshy lace. I don't know all the names of it, but she does, and she's the designer, but she's going to design all this really cool choose your own adventure, build the perfect custom shawl.
Yeah.
Which I think is just fabulous. And this shawl, man, I love how, like, floppy and drapey it is. Floppy's a bad word. Drapey, it's the drape.
Yes. The drape of it.
It's got the drape. It's got the drape, man.
Very
so anyway, I'm loving this.
Yes.
I can't talk enough about it. But I need to finish this because these are my longest cables, and I need these cables, which this shawl does not really need to be on this long of cables. But I need to finish it because I need this on my other shawl. Need it. And also,
more incentive to finish it.
I've been test knitting this for I think, like, it should only take me a month to do this shawl, but I think I've had it since March. Like, it's been a while. I kind of got like all wrapped up in like the, oh man, I really screwed it up. I gotta undo everything, and now I'm like, wait, I'm not as dumb as I thought I was. I was just actually dumb.
Dumb in a different way. I was dumb in a different way.
So, anyway, that's my shawl. And now, what you got?
I have an update on my sweater. So, this is the sum of its parts pullover by Sarah Wright, aka I Need It Crochet. She's on Ravelry and on Instagram. And let me get my yarn untangled here. So, just pulled out a couple strands. Well, we're fine. Yeah. Pull myself a bigger loop. Usually I'm at an end when I come to you guys. Alrighty, so
holy cow, this thing is getting big.
It is getting big, and that's part of the problem.
So I think I've got a shoulder. Now I don't know where I'm at.
So this
is this a shoulder?
So it's humongous right now. So I am currently adding to the sides of the project.
Oh, so this is the way it goes.
This is the way it goes. This is the neck hole right there.
There's
and if you look at that side, that corner, nice and flat. But over here, I have added and
you've got shoulders.
Yeah.
There's like shoulder happening.
Yep. And so it's not really a visual thing. Like, it doesn't look that different unless I laid this whole huge thing out to see that one side is growing and the other side isn't.
Mm-hmm.
But I've probably put another skein of yarn into it, I think.
It's so soft.
Yes. It's pleasing. It is pleasing.
It's soft and cool. This is going to be great for summer wear.
It's going to be really nice. It's going to be really nice.
Squish it some
This is done in Lion brand Kobu, which is a cotton bamboo yarn. And it's just lovely to work with. I've really enjoyed it, and I'm going to enjoy having this. I need to do a stitch and bitch day so I can weave in all my ends that I've got so far. But yeah, it is.
It looks great.
It is really nice, and it's going to, like you said, it's going to be super comfortable. It's going to be super flowy, but also light. I'm really pleased.
So is Mary making one of these too?
Yes, my friend Mary is technically doing one at the same time.
Oh.
Because when I was fighting and deciding what to do, I was like, oh, I have this Kobu yarn. And she's like, I have a bunch of that from some project that she decided not to do. And I was like, well, this is what I'm thinking of doing. She's like, oh my gosh, I love that. Let's do it together. So the other day I spread this out on the table to like see how it was coming along. And I took a picture and I sent it to her and I was like, hey, how's your sweater coming? And she's like, it's in a bag.
It's in a bag. I think I asked you this last time.
I printed the pattern out. It's all in a project bag. I'm like, good job.
It does seem like a good, like, it doesn't seem like it's a slow crochet. I almost said knit.
It's not slow at all. It goes pretty quickly, and it is a good, like, you know how to crochet. Like, I would consider myself advanced in my knowledge of, like, stitch and building crochet and different ways to use it. I'm a novice in garment construction. This is perfect for that because you're doing garment construction in a different, more easy way, and then but you're also learning, like, here's where shoulders go, here's where sleeves go, here's
like
where...
you're not doing the strict, like, structure that some more traditional sweaters would have. That, like, if you're off on this one in sizing, like, it's kind of like your other thing you made. It's not gonna matter as much. Like, it's not gonna not fit you.
Right, exactly.
I mean, there's a point where that would matter, absolutely, with this, like, as there would be with everything, but
and
I'm very
forgiving. To the point where the size will start to come into play now. So far I've just built my, like, poncho, and now I'm going to start
building
seaming
your
the side, and that's going to be where
the fit matters.
So yeah, it's really great. I'm really enjoying it. I enjoy the yarn, and I Need It Crochet on Instagram gives away so many free patterns. Go check her out, and they're all interesting and cool looking and really, really great. So
yay!
It's happening.
I love it.
It's happening.
Okay. I have one more whip. You guys, the shawl.
Oh, this beast.
This beastly shawl. Yeah, I'm definitely going to finish the test knit before I finish this. I'm coming along on this, but it is. So, I've not woven in any ends. Like, just take that and do with it what you will. So this is my Birds of a Feather. And it is... So I finished, I think last time I was somewhere in the middle of the silver section. I finished this and started one row of the green of the next mohair. So last episode I was on section 10. I finished section 10, starting 11.
Yeah, you were like just a little past this.
Yeah.
The corner tip.
So it's turned for the corner, and now I'm just going until we get to the end. And it is a lot. But this is so my gorgeous. This one is my travel knitting. And I take it everywhere, and I just work on it a little in the car. And in fact, last night, the reason that it has one row of green is because I stopped in the middle of the row, and I'm like, crap, I better finish that.
I love how this white, it's not white, it's like a silver, gray, right? Pops against these darker colors. Like, it really brings the whole thing together.
It really looks nice. Like, I'm
so excited. Soft too.
I have no idea what I'm doing with this when I'm done, because, like I said, it's just not my traditional wear. I've said that in every episode, but I will figure it out. I mean, I have a black dress that I plan on wearing it with. Yeah. But it is just, this is not my tradition.
True. This is your tradition.
Yeah, pinks. Pinks everywhere. So anyway, this go-to knit project, it is Birds of a Feather by Andrea Mowry. I'm not sure I said that already. Maybe I did. Who knows? And the yarns are Lichen and Lace, 2 colors. So the silver is Silver Fox. The black is Soot. And then the green is Pandia's Jewels in Siren Song, which is a color she doesn't carry anymore as far as I know, but her colorways are awesome. Colorways are so good. She has one called Meteorite, and I need a meteorite in my life. She has this whole collection that's like spacey themed. There's Geode and Meteorite and Midnight, and then one other color that goes in there somewhere. Ooh. And it's like a whitish all the way to like it goes black a little, and then it ends in purple fade. Ooh. When you put them all together. Oh, it's so pretty. And she did a beautiful sweater out of it. I think it was the sorrel sweater. Oh my god, it was so good. But man, her yarn.
Devynn stands Pandia's Jewels.
Yeah, I have a lot of hers. I'm actually burning through my stash by knitting these things up.
Hey, that's so you get some enjoyment out of them instead of just sitting in a pile.
I do have quite the pile. I have a pile.
Mm-hmm.
I have a problem. A
No.
yarn problem.
Stashing is not a problem.
It's my other part of my hobby is collecting.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
And displaying yarn. I really like displays. Like I have this big clear vase that I got. It's a fancy Simon Pierce vase.
Ooh.
And I have it full of some of my little like scraps, and not everything's balled up, so it's not like a bunch of weird strings.
It's not like an Nort jar.
Right, it is balls. It's balls of yarn.
But
So
still, that's really cute.
it's really cute.
I like having things like crafting is a huge part of my life. It's my number one hobby. I like having my things displayed, but I also like to display the tools of my craft.
Mm-hmm.
I think it shows my personality, so I like that a lot.
I agree. I have some ideas for things. I have these giant wooden knitting needles from my days when I used to knit with these super chunky things.
Mm-hmm.
And I just don't see myself going back there. So I thought about using the wooden needles for like displays because I've seen some really cute.
Cute.
You know, like the crochet banner? I could do another one, and instead of the copper rod, I could do the
Absolutely. That
or
would
I
be
could
really
take the
cool.
copper rod off and do the knitting needle. I don't know. Whatever.
Ideas. All these
Plans.
things.
But all of that's got to wait until after this wedding.
Yes. Got too much wedding work.
Unless all my centerpieces involve knitting needles. There we go.
Yeah. That's going to happen.
I don't have enough wooden knitting needles. So anyway.
All right. I think that's everything. Do you got anything else?
I don't. I have no acquisitions because I'm on my yarn diet. Next month I'll have an acquisition because if I finish any of these shawls, I'm going to buy those fancy lace blocker thingies for blocking shawls.
Yeah, that makes sense.
So, because I have 3 lace shawls that I'm working on.
Yeah. One of them's ginormous.
I don't know where, when I blocked the Find Your Fade, it did not fit on the floor space that I had in the room to block it. So I had to put it on a twin bed, and it hung over the twin bed, and I had like a chair with some foam on it that it was a nightmare to block. And the space has gotten smaller, so it's just
I recently saw somebody on TikTok block the Birds of a Feather shawl.
They're massive.
It was a dining room table plus 2 chairs on one side plus a sideboard on the other. They had the puzzle squares, and they had to steal squares from the middle of the shawl to keep going on the ends.
Yeah.
It was big.
It's big. The Find Your Fade is no... I have that one finished, and it was no joke, and I did 2 of those.
Yeah.
And they took me 6 months each to knit, which I think I started this one in January, February.
Yeah.
So it's pretty well 6 months.
Yep. Seems
And
accurate.
I'm a pretty hefty knitter. But anyway, the blocking of them, yeah, it's going to be fun.
It's gonna be something.
Because I've blocked 2 Find Your Fades, and they're the same size.
Oh, Jesus.
Yeah. It's bad. I don't know what I'm going to do. Because now I don't have that bed anymore. I don't have that space. Like, I don't know what I'm going to do.
That's not good.
I'll bring it over here and put it in your basement.
Hey, I got a whole floor right now.
So anyway.
You're welcome to use it.
That is everything I've got to show.
That's it.
That's it. We're done. What up?
We'll be back in 2 weeks with more fun, crafty things.
Absolutely. Probably more wedding talk. I was really going to try not to talk too much about the wedding on the podcast, but...
You're doing at least 3 or 4 crafts for the wedding. Like, I don't know what you're...
Well, I wasn't originally going to do all this crap for the wedding, and then I'm like, why don't I just do what I love and make that the wedding? And that kind of made sense.
Precisely.
Yeah. So anyway, probably more crafty wedding ideas if you guys
it's
are
like
interested.
me and Halloween. Like, everybody's just going to have to deal with that for a while. So.
Yeah. All of your Halloween. You didn't show anything too Halloween-y today.
No, the bird is the only one that I have that was kind of Halloween-y. But that was it.
Next time. You've got new starts you've been thinking about.
I got a bunch of new crap. So sometimes when slow at work, I just go on Etsy and favorite 800 things. And then Etsy's like, here's some more shit that you didn't know you needed. I'm like, I didn't.
I have that problem. Or I save shit on Pinterest, Pinstagram is what I was going to say. Pinterest and Instagram and just...
Yep.
Like, when am I going to have time to make all the things that I saved? I don't know, but I'm going to save them now so I can find them later.
And then when you're looking for a project, you don't go to the archive of stuff you saved.
Oh,
You
no,
start
I look
looking
for more.
new. Yeah.
I am so bad about that on Ravelry. I'll save like 900 things, and then I'll go look for new.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
That's how we live
Anyway.
our life. That's how crafty people live their life. Anyway, we'll be back. Bye, everybody.
Bye, guys.